Why do creators like KaiCenat, Ibai, Ludwig and Cohh get so many viewers? And more importantly, why don't you? There is only one difference, but if you don't solve that, you are going to run into problems that will stop your growth as a streamer, no matter if you have 0, 10 or 100 viewers right now. If you're new here, my name is Barry Epps and I'm a Twitch partner looking to help 10,000 people make it full time. And with the over 100 coaching clients that I have helped, this single issue affected over 90% of them, and once they solved it, they doubled, tripled, or even 10x'd their average viewers in 6 months. Most streamers start streaming without any preparation. They simply download OBS, slap an overlay onto it, and go live as soon as they can, streaming every single day for months. And then they just give up because they can't figure out why they don't grow. Only a few of you actually go out of your way to research what games you want to play, how to set up OBS, and what you need to know about streaming before you start. Some of you even find some microphone suggestions and set up a bot for some fun things in your stream. But almost no one asks the most important question that any streamer should ask themselves. And when you start like this, you run the risk of hitting the glass wall when it comes to your potential and stop growing before you even start. You usually slowly gravitate to a niche of games that you and your audience enjoys. You play the game, you talk about the game, and if you're really into it, you live and breathe the game. This can definitely work in the short term, but once you've done that for a year or so, you're stuck. You will usually not get any new viewers until you make a massive change. I've seen very successful creators growing to hundreds of viewers in months and then losing it all because they could not overcome this hurdle. Let me explain. Back in the 80s, there was a guy called Howie. He worked in a coffee shop and went on a trip to Milan and fell in love with the coffee shops there. They looked nice, had sofas so people could have meetings, and desks so people could work there. When he came back to his job, he told everyone that would listen that that is what they should do. It was the future forwards, but the owners disagreed. They sold coffee, and they did it quickly, and that is all that mattered to them. Howie quit his job and started his own coffee shop and did exactly what he wanted. Tables, chairs, sofas, desks, it was all there. A few years later, the owners couldn't keep up anymore, so Howie decided to buy the place and the coffee roastery attached to it. That place is now the world-famous conglomerate, Starbucks. The difference that Howie wanted to make had nothing to do with the coffee or the prices. The difference he wanted to make was in the feeling that you had when you were ordering your coffee. The feeling that invited you to sit down and work there. It was all in the personality of that brand. The same counts for your stream. The main difference between small streamers and big streamers like KaiCenat is that your stream just lacks personality. If you only play a game and all your viewers come to you for is that you are playing that one game, that at some point they lose interest. They get fatigued by the game or by you making the same content for that game. Eventually they move on, and that is completely natural. But if they watch you for your personality, no matter what game you play, no matter if you're sitting in a big empty room chatting, or if you're deep in an Elden Ring playthrough, that is where the change happens from small potential to big potential. That doesn't mean, by the way, that you need to be super energetic and over the top. There are a lot of streamers that are more chill and provide a less hyped stream because that fits better with their own personality. But how are you going to unlock that personality? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how with a few easy steps you just have to follow along. First things first, and this is the most important. Why do you stream? And I don't mean why do you want to grow your stream, because for most people that means more fame, more money, and the ability to do this full time. For now, forget about the views and the money. Why do you stream? Why do you want to impact people's lives? And how do you want to impact these people's lives? Just think of this. In 1976, two people dropped out of college. They were both named Steve, and no, that's not why they dropped out. They had an idea. They decided to meet up in one of their garages and worked day and night to create something that was very special to them. They wanted to make computers that were easy to use for a regular person. The computer was a major success, and their second version made these two some of the most famous innovators in the world, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the founders of Apple. They did not care about what they were making. The most important bit was the why, challenging the status quo, thinking differently, and creating beautifully designed products. And it shows. Apple is valued at nearly $4 trillion and has one of the most loyal fan bases across the world. So why do you stream? This question goes all the way back to your core. And from every single conversation that I've had, there are only two possible situations you are in right now. Either you're shouting at me what your purpose is, or you are sitting there completely dumbfounded and have no idea what to say. If you don't know your why, then take some time, sit down, and actually think about it. And very important, write it down. For me, my purpose was very clear from the get-go. I want to provide a place where we can learn together and inspire you to be creative and do something awesome. But for you, it might be very different. More importantly, if you have not been able to answer me yet, then you need to sit down and have a really good think about this question. Why? But for you, it might be very different. Once you've written down your why, making decisions for your stream becomes easy, because all you need to do is ask if the decision you make is going to make it so you can actually realize your why. I strongly believe that everyone should have access to education, and that is why I share everything I do on this channel for free, why I give away the Content Delta overlays for free, and why I tell you every single secret that I discover in the industry. I want you to succeed with whatever content you create, because that is my why. Now that you've got your why, we can work on your personality, your creator persona, if you will, and make sure that it aligns with who you are. And don't be scared off by the idea of a creator persona. Twitch is a place where any person can have a stage, so there's not a chance that I would ask you to change who you are. It is mostly just about training yourself to be the best version of yourself that you want to put out there. Besides, that is something you're already doing. You talk very differently to your boss than you do to your grandmother or parents. Or well, I hope you do. You don't go around to your nan telling her about the wild weekend you've had with a new hottie you are dating the same way you would talk to your best friend. Even if she asks you about your weekend, you naturally adapt your tone, your choice of words, and what you share. That's the persona you choose. You're always tailoring your performance to your audience, even in everyday life. So this is no different. Your creator persona is just how you behave in front of camera. I was talking to a streamer at TwitchCon who I think said it best when I asked him how he felt his personality developed over the years. He told me, "Do you know why people choose an iPhone Plus over the iPhone? It's not because the products are so different from one another. They just want the same thing as the iPhone, but they want the good things to be bigger and better. You don't have to create a whole new persona. Can't keep that up anyway. All you need to do is do exactly what Apple did with the iPhone. Enlarge the things your audience resonates with. Remove the things that you don't care about or don't like. It really is just a you versus you plus situation. And the best way to train this is by working on your stage presence, and it only takes 20 minutes a day. Just put yourself in front of a camera. Sitting down or standing doesn't matter as long as you're comfortable. Take your camera or your phone and pick a topic. Any topic, as long as you can talk about it and riff on it for 10 minutes straight. Then press record. Just record yourself talking for those 10 minutes, and once you've done that, put your phone away. You're done for today. The next day, sit down with a pen and paper and watch the video you made. Pay attention to your words. Listen to filler words such as like, or as I figured out I say a lot, actually. Listen to the words that you use, your intonation. Do you talk fast or slow? Are there parts you don't understand? And do you enunciate clearly or do you mumble? Also, what's your body language? Do you cross your arms? Do you speak with confidence? And do you use your hands effectively to help convey a message? Write everything that you want to change down. Then once you're done, pick one item off the list and pick a new topic to record for 10 minutes. I know this can be very awkward at first, but you have to trust the process. I promise you, if you actually do this for 30 days and then look back at your first day, you won't even recognize the person that you were at the start. But even if you have the biggest personality and you know how to swing it, then that does not guarantee that you will grow. Twitch doesn't allow you to grow because it is impossible to find new streamers as a viewer due to their discoverability being so bad. So many viewers won't even have the chance to see your personality. If you want to fix your discoverability and really grow your stream, then check out the video right here. And as always, stream better, stream smart.